Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Today is day 16 and it is Rocket and Night as my prompts. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get going. And I've been thinking about this particular prompt for a while. I'm like, these two things are like, they don't go together. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, what can I do? So I have like a whole bunch of ideas, but I'm not sure which one would be the best. Let me get myself set up here. I'm going to use my soft brush. I'll bring that down to like 1 or smaller if I can. There we go. Get on a different layer because I always monkey that up. Okay, so what I'm thinking of is we're on a castle ledge here. Let's see. And we'll maybe have it curve a bit. Looks like this is like the castle wall. Before I would just think in terms of, the character. Now I have to think in terms of what the hell's going on. At least that's a change for me, because I never used to consider that. I would just like start right on off with the character. Let's see, or should that be lower and smaller? I don't know. Maybe it has a weird wall or something. Okay, anyway. Let's see. In the foreground, I was going to have the queen kind of turning her head, and it's loud. We'll do this sort of thing because she likes watching her men fly. Watch the bad men fly. And I couldn't decide if I wanted to do a whole bunch of men or if I wanted to do just one man, since the prompt is only for a night. Can't make her crown too wild. I want to make her into a battle queen. The kind of queen that men would launch themselves out into the air for. We'll have her in the foreground. In the midground, we'll have the knights, or knight. I want a lot of them already to have gone. So let me try this. I'll put it beneath it because that's where all the colors are going to go. Let's see. And I'm imagining some of them have already launched into the air. I'm going to have to bring everybody down a little bit. Let's see. We'll even put a couple behind the queen. Let's see. And then I wanted I was trying to think of what I would do to have these guys take flight. And then I started thinking, well, how about a catapult or a ballista? And I like the idea of a ballista. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh, coffee. So sorry. Didn't know that was coming. But let me see. But I'm thinking that if they're going to be launched by magic, we really don't need a ballista. Let's see. So, but we do need the people to launch them. So this is where the queen is going to be. And we'll probably make this a little lower. Oops. Let's see. What's this layer? Whoops. Yeah, I guess I'd have to do that anyway. Let's see, go back. I'll just combine these guys. And just bring it down a little bit because I need to have a little bit more space. Because I want to show some guys already in the air. Let's see. So my smoke is just a little premature. Or actually, maybe these are guys that have already launched. So they have like maybe some trails. And they should dissipate a bit. So let's liquefy those. And we'll twirl them. And we'll let them push them. Whoops, messed up the queen. Bad Kim. Okay. Let's just select these guys. I should have had them on a different layer anyway. Well, they were until I started drawing on the queen. Okay, anyway. I'll just move these out the way. We'll dissipate them a little bit. Okay, so this is only going to be like a sketch anyway. Alright, so queen's in front of us, so she'll be a little bit bigger. Let me see if I can make this extend just a little bit. Maybe about right here. I just need to make sure I have enough space. No, I can always redraw those guys. Let's see. Alright. Move the queen. Alright, so that's the queen's layer, that's the foreground. The mid-ground is going to have, I'm trying to think, let's do a quick figure. We'll have this is going to be like a wizard. He's about to launch, or he has launched. We'll have one that's already, no, we'll have those. Where would we have that? Let's see. Okay, so he's already launched his guy. And then we'll have another wizard. Let's see. And he's getting ready to launch his knight. So we'll have like a a magical ballista, and he'll be rested on here. This will be like all magic. Okay, so our knight, I'm trying to think, should he... He's going to have wings, be back like this. We'll have him holding his lance. Rocket jousting. Okay, so I'm going to hide this guy for a while and hide the queen for a bit. That way I can kind of see what's going on. Alright, so I'll put this guy. He's got to aim it. Give him the wizard's robes. Trying to get the jester down. Let's see. How do I want him to pose? See, I had an image that I wanted to use. Aha, I found it. Okay. So he's going to be getting ready to take aim. And his magic will come out like this. Let's see. We'll have like one of those old wizards. Or actually, let's have a female wizard. Rarely see one of those. I always see the little gray-haired old men. Let's see. We'll give her a 3. Okay, so I'm trying to get the gesture down. Okay. And we'll give her hair. We'll have like one of these battle clerics or something like that. Yeah, it looks kind of rough right now, but I'll clean it up. I'll clean it up. Honest. Okay, so I'm going to make her a little smaller because we want the knight to be a little bit bigger than her. And then we might even have to reposition her a bit. We'll put her off to the side right here. And then our knight, let's see, so her magic will, oops. Let's see, we need that under him. Let's get rid of the wings for the moment. Just got to remember that how I decide to do it. So I figure they'll launch them in the air, and then once they're in the air, they can fly about, or the wizard will have to keep them afloat. Let's see, and let's see, we'll have him have a sword. There's very little that you can do with a lance, except for like knock somebody off a horse. Let's see, and we'll give him, oh, we won't see his crest. Let's see, let's do it on his armor. See, we want these guys to look like cannonballs almost. Let's see. Do I want to? I want to be like heavily armored. Let's see. You can put like some heraldry like right here, Oops, where did my tools go? That's crazy. There we go. I'm like, oh no, my junk is gone. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. We'll have him just get ready. I don't know if he should yell that he's ready or... Let's see. Give him ram horns. And we need to make. Ooh, yeah. So what I'm basically doing is just trying to get some kind of sketch together that would look kind of intimidating. Just trying to keep it loose because I can't stand when my art is stiff. Let's see. And we'll have his wings. I'll figure out which one's front and which one's back. Let's start with the back first. Okay, so okay, that's that set of wings. And just for giggles, we'll do this set of wings. And we'll just erase what we don't need. Let's see. Okay. Oops. Okay. So we'll put the design on the outside. And we'll keep it simple on the inside. Keep like some striations or something. Okay. I'm going to make that one a little smaller. Just to remind me it's on the other side. Okay. My knife is a little out of proportion. Let's see. So I'm thinking of making, let's see, it could be a knight in various stages of flight. So we have one that is up like this. Okay, so that'll be one knight, and then I'm going to duplicate that. Make this one a little bigger. This one I'm going to let's see, okay, I'll keep that one down and I'll manipulate this one. So she's about to launch him. And we'll change her up a little bit. Go ahead and turn this one off for a sec. This will be a little fat lady, or change her robes up. Do it a little different. Just kind of have her raising. Let's see, the other arm should do something else, maybe. Maybe this one will have a wand instead. Let's take this off her head. See something lifting, or yeah, lifting. Let's see. I'll have both of her hands up. Oops. Just get a good pose here. See, this is her torso. Just trying to get a gesture going. See, I think I want her head down a little bit. Ooh, maybe hands up like this. Let's see, I want to feel exertion. Let's see. Instead of it being a hat, I'm going to make it kind of like a hoodie that she's wearing. And we'll make it long. It'd be funny, you have every magic user in the realm casting these spells on these in this castle here. Alright. I'm not going to worry about the feet because they're going to be covered up with smoke. Okay, let's see. So there's one set. Let's change this knight a little bit. Instead of it being a ram, how about a triceratops? And put like little change the look of his we'll even give him a tail. Let's see. We could change his wings up a bit. Let's see. There's been like, I think there's been like a whole bunch of, well, let's see, what do I have here? In my Inktober list, there is, I think I've drawn a knight a lot. Let's see. Just looking at my Inktober list, like I've drawn, okay, you got Armor Ranger, Outpost Crest, Rocket Knight, let's see, Sleep Barbarian. I might do some sort of armor on him, but I'm not sure. Crawl Lich, I'll probably do, like, let me show you what I was looking at, and I'll come back to drawing. Just, I started thinking that there's a lot of armor up in this thing. And maybe that's my own fault. Like, I'll probably put armor on the skeleton shoes, but I could make him a different type of, I don't know. I'll play with it. Maybe make him a fool skeleton or something like that. A jester skeleton. Okay, let's see. I want his armor to be, like, sharp looking. Very jagged. Okay, so there's, I don't want to cover up her legs. I want her legs to show. I'm going to make her have nice legs. Okay, so we'll just kind of have this part come out like that. See, I think I'll turn her hands back upwards in a gesture of like raising. It's all in the pinky. It's all in the pinky. Yeah, it'd be kind of interesting if they had to work as a team. Okay, so we got another night. Okay, so I have those two. And then, let's see, we'll bring everybody down a little bit further. Oops. Let's see, I want to be able to have in the background, let me do one more layer. And that'll be behind everybody. Let's see. We'll have wizards. Oops. On the wall. Let's see, and then like they're remote controlling or at least keeping them aloft. Okay, so I need still to bring these guys down. Let's see. Okay, bring everybody down just a little bit so I can get into this guy. Ooh, I don't want to lose the queen. Everybody but the queen. Let's see. I just want to show some silhouettes in the sky of people flying. Okay. Let's see, we'll have one guy falling. Oops. Let's have, let's see, now if I do the background, it'd have to be down here. Okay, and then okay, so a guy falling. It'll just be silhouettes. Get really small. Could have him like, just like, what's the word, on fire. So we got one here, we have his sword. So we'll have another one that's oops. Let's see, I think I'm gonna make this guy smaller. See his butt. We have another one about to crash. Okay, and we'll make this guy even smaller. Okay, and then we'll have another one just launching outwards. Oops. So we'll have this guy be a little bit more badass. We'll have him with 2 swords. Let's make him a little bit buffer. Let's see. His wings are gone. All right. And we'll just have a flaming fireball coming. I don't do battle scenes, but maybe we'll have another person. All right. Okay, so there's my start. And maybe we should have a moat. Okay. What else can we put here? All right, let's try to decide how I'm going to do this. Let's give it a little bit of color so we kind of have an idea of, well, I don't know what time of day it is too. Could be nighttime. Let's do nighttime. I'm thinking let's see, so before I merge my layers, because I only have 11 to play with, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have 7 layers. Let's see, before I merge, I think what I'll do is I'll put a layer of white behind the ones that are overlapping. So like on the Queen's layer, either white or blue. Make sure I'm on my layer, okay. And I'm just going to do a quick selection and fill that with white. That way I can see them apart from everybody else. There we go. And I'll just kind of merge those together. Let's see. I'm not sure about that guy. So what I'm thinking I'm doing is I'm going to redraw in a cleaner state these little sketches here. And then end up deleting the white layer. I'm sure I'm on my layer. Oh, let's see. There we go. The knights, let me see how bad they are. They're not too bad. What else? I think I'll still do that. Just to keep them. Oops. Visual. Oops. Wrong layer. Oh, I hate when that happens. Let's see, will it let me? It won't let me reselect. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do a remove layer. Now, if I do a remove layer, then I'll take it off the selection. Okay, fine. Let's just do a rough. Down and dirty. There we go. And we'll merge those two. And I'm not sure if I need the little guy here. Oh, but then again, he was going to be a little. What do you call it? He was going to be a wizard that just launched somebody. Turn this guy off for a sec, and we'll turn the queen off for a sec. Oops. It's like, pay attention, you fool. Okay, merge those two together. Turn you back on. Maybe I should have made him a different color. Let's see. Maybe let's try yellow. Okay. Alright, that's the problem. There we go. Alright. Okay. And you need to be above this one. Oops. This one needs to be below you. And then this one needs to be but above this one. Okay. Get sorted. And we'll turn off the queen again. All right, that'll help me distinguish the foreground and whatnot. Okay, so we got that. There we go. Now we can kind of see everybody a little bit clearer. Let's see. All right, let's see. I don't want to put a background in just yet, but if I do, let's see. Like a deep dark. All right, let's see. I want to put that blue there. Let's see. We'll throw in oops, some clouds. Just throw in some white here. Looks too big. Oops. Put it on his feet. We'll have like some trails. We'll do trails in a sec. Make that a little bit more deliberate. Oops. Now I want to use a different type of cloud. There's one that we have in luminance. It's like nebula, and that gives like different colors. Let's see. I'll put it on its own layer. and the colors like vary. And we should throw in a little bit of glimmer. Since we're using magic. We'll give him a tiny trail. So like when this person died, let's see, we'll just have his magic will get cut off. So let's do ooh, we should have fireworks of some sort. Let's see. Maybe the magic goes black. Bring that down. All right. Let's see. I think I want deep dark blue. Almost black. Just to have bits in the sky. And I think the next time I have like a scene of some sort, I think it will have what they're fighting. That might be pretty cool. Let's see, and I want a few stars here and there. Let's see. Let's see, maybe a flare. And let's see, where is that? Liquefy. And push it a little bit. trying to decide what color to make the walls. Let's see, opposite of purple is yellow. So I'll have like, that's a little bright though. Let's see, keep it dark. And then I think we should keep it a little bit bright in the foreground. Oops. I should have somebody like exploding too. It's like, oops. Not all spells go right. Favorites. Yeah, if I made this into a story, I would definitely have like a few casualties in the launching process. Okay. You need to be way up here. Let's see. All right. That's not a bad start. Let's see. Okay, so this will be my drawing layer. I'm going to turn this part off for a sec. And we'll start on the queen first and work our way through. La 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 la. So she's front and center. Let's see. Who would make a great queen? I'm thinking. Let's see. I'm gonna pick somebody like, random off of Pinterest. Let me see. I've got like a. Got some people saved here. Hopefully they're not all looking forward. Here we go. Beautiful. Trying to put my picture down so I can use her. New slide. And this is the queen that I decided to use. She's aimed and looking in the right direction for me. Okay. Let's see if I can make this a little bit more transparent. Oops. That was a little way too much transparent. Okay. Back to this one. Oops. Okay, I got the soft brush. It's just weird that it's coming out white. Maybe I need to be above it. Yeah. Okay. Does it give me a name on Pinterest? It just says Bantu Knots and Anita Grant Natural Hair Care for curls and skincare for all. Yeah, that's that. Okay, let me bring that back down. Do I need this? Yes, I do. Okay, trying to keep the important stuff front and center. To make it easier to see. Oops, I meant to put that beneath it. Ay, 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 ay. I was hoping it would back up so that it would put the color back on there, but no, because it knows that's what I want. So what I'm doing here is I'm on the linear burn layer, and I'm using like a reddish brown, and I drop the opacity, so if I want it to get a little darker, I just keep tapping and it just gives it a little darker tone. This eye here needs to come up just a smidge. I'm going to use my liquefied push, bring that down in size, and just kind of nudge it upwards a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to select all of them so that the colors stay with me when I liquefy. Okay, I'm not going to sweat it. Okay, I'm going to soften this a little bit. I'm going to give her face a bit of a texture, like a porous texture here. And just kind of blend in some of these tones. Okay, let's see, what else am I going to do? Could soften this one up a little bit. This is what I would do when, put it back on soft brush, when I don't want to have really harsh lines. Oops. I would just kind of soften my lines and get them to kind of blend in with whatever I've got going on. And just kind of use that tone in the picture itself. Just going to enhance her cheekbones. See, I'll blend that downwards. Okay. Let's see. I'll even merge those together. I create an add layer so that I have like my highlights. Like if I really want it super white, that's when I would use the add layer. And then what I'll ultimately do is blend it with the layers beneath it. And sometimes I'll tame it a little bit by dropping the opacity, usually before I apply, and then if I need it to get brighter, I just keep tapping. Okay, so I'm going to blend these two together and then kind of soften it up with the other colors. Another thing I like doing is when I have a linear burn layer and I drop the opacity down to about 30. Select like black or deep dark brown, and then start doing like a harder edge. It's like a, what is it called? Flat shading. And then I'll soften up some of the edges again, just a little. Let's see. Put a little bit of reddish tone in there. And just kind of work that into the shadow. Make it a little darker. And bring the burn up a little bit more since it is nighttime. Okay. Put a little bit of soft tone around here, and then I'll just kind of blend it and bring it down. Oops, too far. Down a little bit. I'll sample a little bit of brown from here. A little bit redder, and drop the opacity a bit.
I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it that I'm never going back. Get it that I'm never going back. I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it that I'm never going back. Get it that I'm never going back.
Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit of the highlight and apply it in a few places. Make that a little softer. And it doesn't look exactly like the model, but it doesn't have to. Okay. know, give her a little bit more warmth. Let's see, let's use a little bit of yellow. And we'll drop that opacity down a little bit, just a little bit near the highlights. Just a little bit of red. Now if I'm using red, I'm trying to think, green is like the opposite of red. So her armor is going to be like, it may have a greenish tinge to it. And so if I use gold or make a goldish tone, I'll probably have a little bit of a greenish tinge to it. I want to give her a mole. Let's see. I'll put it about right here. Oops. Okay. Her eyes. Probably won't be able to see it at the distance that it's going to be at. Use like a little bit of yellow. Okay. And smooth out some of these shadows that I've got. Give her a slight pink to her lips here. Let's see. Okay, do we still have an add layer? No. So I'm going to create another add layer, and still using the same tone, I'm going to just add a few little strips of highlights. And I'm going to make it a little bigger, drop the opacity down a little bit. I'm just going to smooth this out a little bit. Oops. Go back here. come back to the add layer and drop that down a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of that tone in her nose. Whoops, not the add layer one. Okay, now I'm going to soften up the colors around her lips. I'm going to merge that add layer to this one. So I'm not a fan of the black outline around the lips. Let's see. Oops. I'm just going to take this down a little bit. And we'll give her like a bit of an outline. Let's see. Use this liquify. I'm going to push your face in just a little bit. I need to back up so I can see what's going on. This side needs to come up a little bit. This needs to come down. Just want to raise her eyebrows up a little bit. Okay, good enough for government work. Okay. This is a good mid-tone for the crown, and I'm going to use an add layer for the highlights. Trying to give it maybe a bit of a bevel. Let's see, and then I'll do a linear burn, same color. And then we'll go a little bit darker for some extra shadows. right. And we'll toss in on the add layer. Just to make it a little bit brighter. Alright, let's see. So we've got red, yellow, and then we'll have a bit of green, like a bit of greenish tinge to her armor. Let's see. I'm going to merge these guys together. I'm going to select, oops. Alright, so for her, I should make a new, new texture. Ooh, let me see this one. I've never used this one before. On, it might be interesting looking at. I'll give it that tone. Make it a little bigger. This is a tone that I made it. Gosh, when did I do this? For my comic book. I want the weave a little bit bigger. Whoops. It's an interesting mesh. Let's see. Let's see, and we want to erase where there's no highlight. This is a trick I learned from another YouTuber where you duplicate a layer and then change its attributes to help you color and define it better. But I usually like using a mask because if I make a mistake, I've already erased away that layer. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Because I had already made a mistake. Okay, so here we go. I have that. It'll be darker. About like right here. And I'll just make this a little bit brighter. So that was the highlight. Okay. Let's see, we could probably make this. I almost like that. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to turn this one into the light. See, that's linear burn. I almost like that. Let's see, she was add. Tame that one a bit. Okay, we'll tame the hard mix a little bit. But I want to look a little bit more metallic. I guess. Let's see. There we go. And we'll add some black to it. This will be a linear burn layer. And we'll drop the opacity again to 30. And we'll do some hard shadows. Oops. Alright. And we'll do like another hard shadow. Behind that crown part. And then I'll make a softer shadow. Put another hard shadow here and make that crown really pop out. Let's do this. We'll merge those together. One more linear burn. And then just drop the opacity a bit. All right. Make sure everybody's merged. Almost done with the queen. Let's see. I'll have her gloves be a little. I wonder. Yeah, we'll do her gloves a little different. Let's try a different. Let's see. How about this one? Let me do a linear burn layer. I think I want a stronger texture.
Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Told you I'ma do me, why you
I
hating on
wonder.
me? It's not adding up.
Yeah, I need a stronger texture. That one would probably be good for the undershirt here. Okay, so let's fill in some of these blanks here. This needs to come above the queen. And this one needs to come beneath the queen. Okay, so I'm doing the solid colors real quick. Because I figure she's got her gloves on and okay, so let's see. Let's find a better. I'll try to keep them knit. Linear burn does better with darker tones. Let's see, we'll do a mid-tone here. No. Let's try. I wonder what the lace would look like as some armor. Not good. Oops. Let's see. Ooh, what was it? It was under textures. This one is kind of like a quilted look. Let's see. Ad does better with brighter colors. Okay, so the texture on her. Ooh, what is this one? Let's see. Okay. And maybe this color. No. Trying to remember how this goes. Because I want her to wear the crest. Excuse me. Let's see. Okay. Let's see, I need a linear burn. The thing that's getting me is my mesh here. Let's see. Let me try something. I think this is it right here. There we go. And it needs to be beneath her face. There we go. Woof. I was like, oh no, I lost it forever. Forever and ever. Okay, so I gotta get rid of this layer. But I'll keep a little bit of that green on it so that it's kind of like reflecting it. Let's see, I need to do something about, let's see, I think I'll smooth out this layer. And merge. There we go. Let's see. I think I like that mesh. Okay, this looks ugly, but let's see, how can I make this work? Oops. Do you have to log in? All right. All right, so I'm going to try to complete as much of this as I can. I haven't even got to the nights. I'm all over the queen like a cheap suit. All right, let's play with some of these nights here. Wow. I should have worked on the night first. Famous last words. Oops. Behind the queen. Trying to find. Organic. Oh, it's under luminance. Okay. The nebula. So behind the queen, I wanted like a little nebulous cloud. And I think there's even another one I've got. Oops, wrong color. Let's see, we might already have one. Okay, we do. Okay. So we can turn these guys off or merge them. See, I want the queen to stay cool, so I'm gonna leave her alone. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to be working on these knights here. So they'll, at least the top one here. Let's see, so if I'm going to do... I'm trying to think, do I want him to be dark? Or do I want him to be like a dragon? And what color dragon? Okay, so the queen's mostly green, so let's make him a red dragonish type. But he's got like a ram. Yeah, we'll make him golden. Okay. So his overall color will be golden. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do some outlining. I could. No, it's too late. Too late for that. I was going to bring it into the other program and clean up my lines. Okay, so we'll just jump right on into this one. So we'll make my outline about 30. So that we can see it a little bit better. Now I won't be able to finish this entire thing on this session, but you will be able to catch the finished image in a speed draw. Yeah, my son needs to use the computer. He's got to do a login from home. He's in Job Corps, so he's going to need to use the computer. So I'm figuring that these knights here, let's see, I want him to be more of a fuzzy knight, since he is a ram. No, I don't want to play with feather. Well, I want him to be hard. But if he's going to have fur, he's got to have fur. If he's going to be ram, he's got to have at least a little bit of something. Okay, but I want him to be bulky. Just adding armor here and there. It's like, Kim, the more detail you put on, the longer it's going to take. Okay. I'm kind of impressed with the other knight. He's going to be more of a Triceratops type. So let me go ahead and just do the line work. For those of you who are just joining, I will do a quick replay so that you can kind of see where I kind of got my start here. Ooh, here we go. Okay, so maybe he's more than a Triceratops. He's a Quadratops or something like that. Yeah. Never know where the lines will take you, especially if you're pretty rough like I am. Let's see. And we have his armor. Come to this. I think he should have a different type of weapon. Let's give him a morning star. Either that or a mace. Yeah, let's give him a mace. Very big mace. And I'm imagining that they're like kind of going after like a giant of some sort, maybe. Let's see. So this one I'll just do line work. Oops. And then we'll come back and you'll be able at least to see the line work. And then you'll be able to see the finished speed draw. Because today I got time, because I have the day off, so I can draw all day. Let's see. Let's see, I also gave him a bit of a tail. Oh, that's right, Triceratops have like spiky tails. Oh well. Let's see. And this is going to be a guy who's kind of cowering. Or let's make it a little old lady. Let's see. Trying to figure out how I want to do her. Maybe her hands are like right here. Let's see, her eyes were like this. She just launched her guy in the air. I have one eye closed, one eye open, sort of. And she's a wizard. Maybe she has to hold her hat or she would have lost it. Let's see. So I'm imagining if these wizards have to work with these knights, kind of like a Ghost Rider and Goose and all those other guys. Let's get a good grip on her. We'll give her. Let's see. We'll give her like a little afro, or some, we'll give her braids. Let's see, the opening of her wizard's sleeve. Give it the indentation. Oh, excuse me. And then coffee. Okay, so there's that one. So she launched this guy that's already flown off, and then this one is working on this guy. Let's see, what do I want to do for him? Triceratopses are, oh, this isn't the Triceratops, this was the ram. Let's see. We'll grab some armor here. Find my source image here. We'll give him a belt. Give him a ram belt. Give him a nice cod piece. Going in for the attack. Let's see. Let's see. Give him some Ariel. We'll make his boots kind of. Because the queen is there, she's going to cover up his feet, plus the smoke will cover up his feet. Okay, so I'll do that on the background layer. Okay, so let's get these guys going. What do I want this one to look like? I'm going to grab some of the ladies from my Pinterest that I saved. If I can get to... Let's see, where are they? There we go. Because I found a really pretty one for the queen. Let's see. So I need somebody looking in his direction. So like a 3/4 shot. Ooh, she's pretty. I'm gonna grab this lady. This is the lady I'm looking for here. So I'm going to try to apply her to the wizard I'm working on right here, but turn her eyes more towards him. Let's see if I can draw everything off right here. I'm going to bring this down to about 10. That's the soft brush. This is just another day in the hood, in the kingdom. Are you ready? I don't care. Give her. We'll give this one a square jaw. So I figure that this will be a kingdom full of like female wizards. See, I might have to break her a little smaller. I think I'll put her on a different layer. That way, if I don't have the proportions right, I can bring her down a little bit. There we go. Like now, my proportions are off. Okay, this pose isn't going to work like this. Let's see, maybe let me lift her up a little bit. I might be able to make it work if I raise that up. Okay, here we go. Oops, no rough drawings, just keep it straight, Kim. This is a challenge here. Let me bring her down a little bit. So let's see. She should have had the other wizard. Not wizard, I'm sorry. The other knight that had the triceratops, since she's got like 3 peaks on her hat. Let's see if I give her. Let's see, I want to do her hair as like, let's see, my hair. Ooh, we'll give her dreads. I got like a dread brush here. Oops, that's a fat dread. Let's make her smaller. Oops. We'll make them long. So at her size, we're not going to see all of her. Oh, I should do some highlights on that dread. Give it like a deep dark blue. Yeah, still got it. Okay. Whoops. We'll bring that down even smaller. Whoops. Thought I had grabbed black. There we go. Different sizes. Oops. Okay, finish the line work. All right, what are we going to do with her hand? I think we're going to I'm just going to follow the circle here. Okay, so I'm going to have to make her, I want to make her smaller. Oh, okay, so she's going to overlap the knight that's behind her. Okay. Trying to fix this finger here. Okay. Not perfect. Ooh, give her gloves. Why not? Give her small gloves. Let's see. I'm just erasing all the stuff that I don't need for the other night. So, okay, and then one more wizard, and then everybody else is kind of like atmospheric. Turn her off for a sec. See, I can merge this one together. Oh, goodness. I need to eat something. I'm all croaking. I'm croaking. I'm trying to find an interesting face. Ooh, I like her face. Ooh, yeah. Like, this is what she looks like. So I'm thinking I'm gonna use her. Or maybe I'll find someone who's more turned in that direction. Let's see. She looks like she's more turned in that direction. Like that. Okay, so I'm gonna grab her real quick. There we go. Her head's not tilted down. Oh well. See, we will make it work. Oh well. I'm not going to be able to use her. That's alright. I'll use bits of her. I can't get too detailed because she's too far in the background. Let's see, I think I'll bring this arm up higher. one of those wizards that just have a little train behind her. She's wearing boots. Get her high boots. Alright, so all right. And then the background. Let's see, this layer here. So I think what I'll do is I'll clean up this layer here. Unless it'll let me make another layer. Yep, okay. I'll make my lines a little bigger. I don't see too much of that. I know my perspective is probably like way super off. I didn't go through the motions of making yeah, that head's way too big. For these guys, I think I'll just make a soft silhouette. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to finish up that mace. All right. I'm probably going to keep this initial layer here. Let's see. So let's see what we got going on. Oops, not that one. If I turn off this one. Okay, so I'll put this on this one. I was trying to determine what's going to, what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to go, get rid of. Okay, so this layer is my wall layer now. We'll just put it like this. Break the wall. We should have some fire and stuff like that happening too. See, back when I was in high school, I had a boyfriend who he didn't draw as well as me, but he drew a lot. He was he was into D&D, and I think he was a DM. I can't remember if he ever DM'd at that time. He might have, but he would draw these little scenes of battles and stuff like that. They look really primitive, but you know, having to draw one of these of my own, it's like I totally respect his talent for that. He had all these little men doing all kinds of craziness. You have like broken wings. It was almost as if I could tell a story as I'm drawing this stuff. And we got the ground. It's like your mind starts to wander. It's like, what's going on in this picture? And you're just trying to make sense of it all. Okay, so that's where I am thus far. I'm going to turn off this layer, turn on my queen, wherever she may be. Hopefully I didn't lose her. That would suck. I think I'd rage quit. I think I'm going to rage quit because I don't see her. Where is she? She's gone. Somewhere along the way I lost her. Gone. All that work. Oh, damn. Well, she wasn't important anyway. That sucks. That's a lot of work. And I don't know where and when I had lost her. Let me see if I can back it up. I'm going back as far as this thing will let me. All that work is going to be gone. Oh. That's it. Queen is gone. Well, shit. How many hours was I at this? God, dandruff. And she was pretty too. Well, damn. The pitfalls of turning off a layer. Well, we really didn't need her anyway. Sour grapes, right? Okay. The most important thing was the night and... Let me see, we turn this off. So the most important thing was the night and the... Oh, shoot. Crap, what was the... I've been at this so long I can't remember what the hell I'm working on. Oh, and frustrated. Rocket. That he was a rocket. Okay, that's the most important thing. I have to keep that focused. So anyway, enjoyed the queen while we had her. She was a casualty of war. What could you do? God, dandruff, that sucks. Okay, well, this is the stuff that you don't get to see. The regular. Alright, you guys, I will see you in the next video when I will have all this colored. I don't know if I'm going to make a new queen or if I'm just going to have another night like blasting off. But this is as far as I've gotten, and I'll go ahead and do a quick replay and then cry in my Kool-Aid of losing my queen. But you know what? Every time stuff like that happens, I just kind of tell myself that it was meant to be, and that the next thing I do is going to be way better. Okay, so of course I did start out with the queen, so I got attached. You know, this is war. You can't get attached to your characters. But yeah, so we started off with a castle, a person that just launched their knight, and then setting it up for other knights to be launched. So I got this wild hair up my ass to go ahead and make the wizards that are launching the knights like rockets with magic, all women. And I wish I had a lot more time, because then I would make each one of the wizards more distinct. It's almost as if there's a story being told. Like, who are they going after? You know, and you want to see more. It's like, whose idea was it to do this? You know, and are they successful? And then how are they staying up? You know, and then different things come to mind, like how are they staying alight? So I started thinking, okay, all right, maybe the wizard that launched them is also the one that's keeping them in the air, instead of them trying to keep themselves up in the air. And so I came up with that idea of having the queen. She's out there watching her knights get launched like rockets. Rockets, red glare, right? This guy here was going to be a triceratops. The other knight was going to have more of like a ram type armor, you know, and with some care and everything, they could be oh, and we have guys falling from the sky. And then some replacing those that have fallen. And then with that idea of the knights, I'm sorry, with the wizards, keeping them aloft. If a wizard dies, then so does the hero. So that's what I've got going on there. So here I was working on the queen for oh so long, when I should have been focused on the main thing. So I think in the next on the next day, and this is only day 16, I got, God, so many more to go, that I'll focus more on the main character and not the superfluous one. Yeah. Good idea. Now it'd be kind of cool if the queen launched her own dude. That would have been kind of cool too. I think in Photoshop I think I'll salvage my queen by pausing the video. Like I'll download the video and then I'll pause it and then I'm gonna get my queen back, damn it. Because it's like I can't just stop it right here. Because if I stop it, it'll just go away. It'll go back to like the beginning or something like that. So I'll get my queen back. We haven't seen the last of the whole girl. So here's me going on to the line art portion. Like this is going to be a little halfling type of female not warrior, I'm sorry, wizard. And then the other female wizard who's kind of cute, some dreadlocks, about to launch her dude. She's raising him up, about to launch him out. Or she's got him at least tilted to get ready to launch. And then another wizard in the background here, and she's about to launch her dude, the Triceratops guy. So when one door closes, another one will open, gosh darn it. And so this one is supposed to be, see, I should just look down here, Rocket and Night. Frustration overtook me. Okay, so I'll go ahead and color those guys in, put my queen back in here. It's going to be tricky, but I can make it work. And then I will see you guys in the next video. I will let you go. Have a great one, and the next challenge is going to be where art thou? I'm trying not to read too far ahead. It's like I looked at it, but there's so many on here that I just didn't memorize it. Okay. It is day 17 will be Storm and Cyclops. You know, this would be great if this was a if it wasn't part of the medieval challenge that I'm doing, because I could draw Storm and Cyclops. But this is part of the medieval challenge, so I could do a medieval Storm and a medieval Cyclops. That would be kind of cool, and that would be like the romance you never saw in X-Men. I might play with that. Alright, you guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for hanging with me. Just go ahead and catch the last bit of this if it's too long, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.